Well, hello and welcome back yet again to the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you very much for being here. First timer, long timer, cross watcher, everybody is welcome. This is the tarot read that is different from all others because it follows the essence of the Tao. Very simple, very basic, very empowering. So we do anywhere from 8 to 10 cards from 4 different decks. A beautiful mix, but very, very simple and direct. Also, I focus on manifesting energies. We take one manifesting energy per read because this is the overwhelming energy that is in your life. This is the tool that you can choose to use or not use to have more manageability in your life. Okay, manifesting energies. There's a big difference. I do the hyper shuffle. You'll see that in a minute. And I get the reading in around a 10-minute window because it's all about you. 10 minutes following the Tao philosophy, basic, simple, direct, clear, concise, is the whole point of this whole thing, because now it gives you a chance to check in every day, because I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. A quick little 10-minute read, very, very helpful according to the feedback that I'm getting. And you can, please feel free to make comments below. I check them all out. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's get to the first step here. This is the hyper shuffle. And there you go. There's the hyper shuffle for today's Tao Daily Tarot. Let's look at the manifesting energy for today. Time for a nap. I think that's absolutely appropriate. We have Venus retrograde yet for another 2 or 3 weeks. Mercury retrograde is going to begin, I think, in a week or so. So you have Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. I would use this time to kind of take a nap. That is to say, to take yourself out of the fray, to take yourself out of the activity, maybe even the energy. It doesn't mean necessarily sleep or rest, although if you feel that way, this would be an appropriate time for sure. Because this is a very, very important time with Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. We're not really going to get out of that section till we get to the middle of February, and by then we're going to be knee deep into 2022, and 2022 is going to be one heck of a ride. So having a little bit of a nap time, a little bit of a kind of a reconnoitering, a chance to review is going to be really important, because by the time we're into the middle of February, we are off and running on that cosmic roller coaster ride. Showing up again, and it has for the last few days, we have the Seven of Swords. Again, this is the situation of somebody who is stealing information. Normally, it would indicate that they were stealing information from you. That may be true because certainly the stories we've been getting, especially from mass media, have been untrue, have been lies. They have been hiding information from you. And so it would, in that case, kind of be identified by this character, taking 5 swords, leaving 2. But it could also be you, because remember, swords are thoughts, ideas. And it may be you, after 2020, 2021, you have been able to figure out what is true and not true, and you're starting to put the pieces together. You're starting to see the whole puzzle. So you're leaving with the information that you know is true for you, and you're leaving the lies behind. That's how this kind of feels to me, that 2022 is going to be a year of revolution and revelation, according to Pam Gregory, a friend of mine. Knight of Pentacles, bringing the message of self-worth. I had a discussion with my sister about this the other day. With Pluto and Mars and Venus and Mercury all spending some time in Capricorn, the very last degrees of Capricorn, and all meeting together at one point or another. This is a time where your self-worth is being tested, being reevaluated. Your self-worth. What do you think you are really worth? What do you think you deserve? That's the question. That's the message the night is bringing, which is the reason, by the way, for this other situation that I just highlighted a moment ago, and that is Seven of Swords. You know what the truth is, and you're leaving the lies behind. And you're able to do this because the Knight of Pentacles is showing you your real worth, your real value. You want to be treated fairly. You want to be treated honestly. You want to be treated like the Queen of Wands, because that's the way she's treated. When she walks into a room, everybody knows. Not that she's a attention hog, but she has this confidence, this joy, this passion for life, and boy, it is catchy. That's what you want back. You want to have more joy, more enthusiasm, more positivity in your life. And to do that, again, it goes back to you learning to love yourself. Now, the good card here in this one is you got the strength to do it. That's what 2021 really was all about, building up the strength, getting the storyline together, knowing exactly which way you had to go to be able to have this strong, more positive self-worth. And that's where you're headed. So that's why this time with the retrogrades Venus and Mercury till roughly about the middle of February, it's a great time to take a nap, to just review, really sit down and figure it all out, because once we start running, we're going to be running in big time. Here again, we have the magnifier card, and the Queen of Wands shows up again. So the whole idea of you having enthusiasm, of you having a real positive attitude about yourself and your life, it's all about self-worth. And the Queen of Wands twice here emphasizes that idea. How you feel about yourself is going to be critical in 2022. And again, we go with the Knight. This one is the Knight of Cups. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles brings value, maybe self-worth, Knight of Cups does the same thing. It's self-love, self-appreciation. It is, in a good way, putting yourself first. Remember, you cannot give what you don't have. And if you don't love yourself, if you don't value yourself, you don't love or value anybody else. You can't do it. So you take the next few weeks or so, 3 or 4 weeks, till roughly the middle of February. Let the retrogrades pass. You spend time searching inside you for what's really, really important. And you got the full moon back here, you see. Got the full moon coming up in about another week or so. That may be a time that you really have a revelation, some sort of an insight into how you need to proceed forward. But again, I emphasize, between now and the middle of February, spend the time, make the effort. Here, like the Eight of Pentacles, make the effort to really get a good, clear value of what's important to you, why it's important to you, and why you are most important to yourself. That basic idea is going to be really, really valuable in 2022. And this is the year that you determine your self-worth. Really basic line. This is the year where you say, am I worth being treated a certain way? It doesn't mean that you have to be treated extra special. It doesn't mean that you have to be treated like royalty. It means you have to be treated like a human being. You have to be loved, respected. And you begin with that by doing that for yourself. And that's really what the Knight of Pentacles is showing you yet again in this read. Some very obvious points here. So, between now and the middle of February, in a way, take a nap. Just review. And with the moon back here, it means intuit. Feel your way through. Don't think it through. Feel. What do you feel you need, you want, you desire in your life? Get that list clear. And then, from the middle of February on, take it with you through the rest of 2022. Now is the time to take a nap. You will not have time once we get to the middle of February and beyond. A busy, busy year. And a very, very good Tao Daily Tarot read. I'll have another one for you tomorrow. I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year, of course. So that means the odds of you and I getting together talking tarot tomorrow, pretty good. But maybe you won't have the opportunity. Maybe you won't have the chance. So between now and the next time you and I do have a chance to do tarot together, blessings.